I am stupid. Adepticon happened. Hi. Yes. How are you all doing? I I know this is yes. I am so professional, guys. Thank you, CA. Trustworthy as ever. um, but yeah, how are you all doing? Because I'm doing pretty good. Uh, it was my younger brother's birthday, so we celebrated that last week. I'm sorry for missing Thursday's stream, by the way. It was just very chaotic, partly because of birthday preparations and partly because of other life things. And I just got completely distracted by it. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, let's get straight into things. You're probably here for the title, in which case let's talk about Adepticon and the technical difficulties mess that was. Actually, before we do, let's check in on chat. Chat, how are you doing? um, hope you're all doing fine and dandy, of course. Let's see. I need to actually create a new video soon. I did say one video every 2 months, and the second month, well, fourth month of the year is coming around, April. And I will be creating a Custodes video because I love the Custodes. Yeah. Custodes video of the ups and like pros and cons. Adeptus Custodes. This is definitely not a ripoff of Pancreas No Works. Do or don't. Adeptus Custodes from 3 years ago. Unless he does a remake of that, in which case I'm gonna be so mad. Not at him, of course, just at fate. Um, but speaking of, the reason I'm creating this video is because 11th edition got revealed, and it was like, oh yeah, 10th edition. 10th edition Warhammer. It's gonna be like, you get to keep the codex and the detachments, and well, I mean, like, you might as well create a video. I was just holding out hope for that, like, in case they did change a whole bunch of things, and we're suddenly like, yeah, no, we're gonna be we're gonna be changing everything about about Warhammer, and then you will suffer. New guard is all I care about. The new guard, yes, the new guard is so cool. Although I do need to create a short video on that too, about like the historical references they make, because let's be real here, they just they just ripped off IRL tanks for or IRL vehicles for their Astra Militarum Battalion box. Here, let me pull it up. Yeah, but the new guard is very cool. Here, let me get it up. Here we go. They're trying to they're trying to sue military contractors, clearly. I heard some people complain that the World War I vibe of the Astra Militarum was shifting too much towards World War II, and I was just like, I mean, I don't mind, especially since we're going back to Armageddon. Oh, speaking of Armageddon, did you see that the Armageddon Steel Legion's getting... They saw the backlash of, where's the Armageddon Steel Legion? And if we are getting the concept art of the Armageddon Steel Legion now, that means they just got started working on them. We'll see them in 2 years. Ay. Honestly, it might be more like... they might have been in the works before, and it was just a troll by them. Here, let me... There we go. Here's the battalion box. That's just an M3 half-track right there. Like, You cannot convince me otherwise. That half track is just the M3 half track from World War II, the American M3 half track, or M2 half track, and then the armored car is just a fox, or I think there was something else. I can't remember its name of its historical reference. It's definitely British in design. I can't I can't remember it off the top of my head, so that's just how it'd be. But at least you get a Dorn, another Rogo Dorn. Yeah, Centaur can be proxied by bolt action minis. Yeah, so that's gonna be cool. But yeah, that's just the Astra Militarum though. I cared about, well, the orcs. And I was right. It is orcs are the main antagonists of 11th edition. I will never stop gloating over my correct prediction. um it is interesting though to see it. Especially with the new weird boy that they're showing off. I think that model is going to be sick. Also, let's see. I have one complaint for the Blood Angels. I don't like the pig snout like Space Marine masks. I like the new Primaris masks a lot more. Like the intercessors, I just don't like it. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up. But yeah, the pig face mask, Also, why do they need new intercessors? Then for now, Big Daddy Freddy has a chance to release. Oh yeah, that too. Sorry, we're just jumping around 11th edition. There's just so much to talk about. I don't like this. Sorry for the low resolution image of it all. I just don't like this. I don't I don't like the mask or the helmet design. Just like why? I like the new clean sleekness. why must we have the pig snout? But yeah. Perturabo returning. The art of his grand plan is honestly awesome. Now imagine if they subvert our expectations and Unloyalist comes back. I doubt it. I doubt they'd do that. It'd be funny as hell, but it wouldn't make sense. Ay. I think he's a good Primarch to bring back, honestly, especially with the Iron Warriors being neglected and all of that. I wonder what his abilities are going to be. I think that'd be very interesting to see. Still waiting for the cons. Yeah. Personally, I'm stuck between the Khan and Lehman Russ. Wanting to, I don't know who I'd want to return first, the Khan or Lehman Russ. Probably the Khan. The Khan's very wise. Here, for those that don't know and are just joining, this is the artwork of Perturabo. Of Perturabo's arrival. Let me get it properly shrunk and here we go. Perturabo's demon form revealed. Ain't he glorious? Yeah, let's see. I'm excited for the new rule, for everything. Just everything in 11th edition. Honestly, everything. Not just the new rules, not just the new detachments. 70 new detachments, by the way, which is absurd. And then you can combine detachments as like half detachments together. Well, either Khan or Ross, and then Corax comes back instead. Well, I think, yeah. Corax just comes back and is like, hello. Hello there. What what's been happening with you blokes? I hope the stream quality is still good. It's just flashing. My YouTube is like giving me a yellow error for some reason, and I'm just gonna hope it goes away. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Korax coming back. As long as they actually make the Raven Guard stuff stealthy. You know, instead of people using that to bring 18 Centurions and deep strike them. Or not deep strike them, but bring them into strategic reserves, looking at a certain Paul over there. Yeah. I think it'd be cool. But yeah, new rules. So, Centurions are the most stealthy units ever. They really are, aren't they? Just a big, lumbering, stealthy machines called Centurions with their quiet footsteps. But yeah. Let's see. To bring out other things to talk about. Well, other things related to 11th edition, of course. I do like the new boys. I do like the new boys model and how they'll both have the option. Their model will have the option of Shooter and Slugger and Choppa. That's a lot of orc words, but basically you don't have to buy 2 sets just to have like a big group of boys of one option and a big group of boys of the other option. You can go with boys come with all weapon options already on them, so no more weird box mismatching. And I think they revealed the new Orc War boss, didn't they? Let's see. Yes, the new, not War boss, Boss Knob. They did, and it looks beautiful. Let me pull it up. It looks very beautiful, and honestly, I approve of this orcish design. Here, let me increase the image size. Boys is boys, and them boys like crumpin'. Give them everything. Indeed, boys is boys. Yeah, that's just how it be. um, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Orc War Boss getting us chainsword down. I was expecting a bigger axe, or you know, just Oh yeah, and the tiny squig. The tiny squig. I saw a reaction image of the like someone edited a reaction image of the tiny squig and just put "heh" as the text. Like, "heh, I did that." But tiny squig, it's adorable. I feel like it'd be very fragile and finicky to work with. But it's cool nonetheless. Um, let's see. Let's see. You know, I never noticed how much my model leans, but that's just because I lean actually a lot in IRL. I'm just a leaner. That sounds like a... That sounds wrong. I'm not gonna say that ever again. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Do you think they'll... We'll have to wait for more reveals, but I really want to see what more the orcs get. I hope it's not just boys, a weird boy, and a war boss, and a boss knob. I'm sure there will be more. Let's see. Oh, new rules. Because the models are out of the way. New rules. I don't... You've probably seen the news of, Sorry, I just saw something. New orc fiction from Black Library. Interesting. But, I don't... if you watched Adepticon, they mentioned how terrain is going to be the new objective markers. I don't know how to feel about that. Terrain being objective markers is something, all right. And it's certainly an interesting idea, but it feels like whoever reaches that terrain first is going to have a massive advantage, which I guess is the point. Because if you reach the terrain first, you'll have cover, which is, I think, worsens the ballistic skill by 1. For any troops targeting it. And then you have... cover is a big one, and then you just sit there defensively and just rain down on the enemy. Also, I don't know how to feel about all of these new, like, ruin rules that are just like when you play on the actual table are just like flat mats on the ground that are like, oh yeah, this represents this. Like, we might as well just go with layouts and just say, all right, this, like, preset printed table layouts and that are just like, all right, this mat represents a ruin. Have fun. But that's just how it be. We'll have to see what they do with it. But 70 new detachments! I think they mentioned this was going to be on release, so this doesn't count codex detachments, which is going to be wild. 70 new detachments is wild. Among how many factions? How many factions are in Warhammer 40k 10th edition? 25 distinct factions is what I am getting. Yeah. I'm just gonna say 20 to 30. But regardless, that's still like, that's at least 2 detachments per faction if they split it evenly. If they don't split it evenly, then I'm sure some factions obviously get 3, some get 4. Space Marines probably get 5 because Space Marine loves Space Marine life. But yeah. It's gonna be I can't wait to see what I can't wait to see what they'll do with the detachments. Personally, me and my Custodes will still be using Lions of the Emperor unless there's a more broken combo that benefits Terminator Custodes, because I love Terminator Custodes. They're just so fun. I also hope they at least buff, because they buffed some of the weaker Forge World Custodes. That would be nice. Alas, alas, a girl can dream. But yeah. Actually, let's go for Blood Angels. I think they're getting a chaplain too. We're going back to models. I just remembered Blood Angels are getting chapters, or chapters, of course. They're getting chaplains. And they'll get chaplains, they'll get assault intercessors with jump packs. They'll get Blade Guard vets, because we saw those. And they'll probably get regular... Well, we know they'll get regular intercessors. That's just how it is. Don't know if they'll get the Dreadnought, though. Despite how wrong this sounds, I'm going to say, keep talking, I'm almost... Yeah, gluing Angron's arm back on. That's a wild way to put it. Okay. Okay. I'll keep talking. Yeah, I hope you the best of luck with gluing Angron's arm back on. Oh my god, I remember, speaking of Angron, I remember a match I played before I started streaming. It was against a friend. I was running the Lion O. Johnson. We were playing on tabletop sim. So we he ran Angron, I ran the Lion. It was a match for the ages. The Lion barely won, and then Angron came back, because of course he did. And then it was a 2v2, I think. Maybe a 2v1, which isn't very fair now that I think about it, because it's in favor of the one. I think it was a 2v2. But it was very fun. Angron is scary, but I don't know. After having fought Primarchs enough times, I think I've learned that they're more like knights. If you leave them be, obviously they're gonna cause absolute mayhem, but if you figure out how to destroy them with enough anti-tank or whatever, they are gone. They're not as invincible as you would think they are. Martius Calgar with however many Victrix Guard you can slap onto his unit is more durable than Rabute Gilliman charging in with his fist and sword. It's very interesting to see how that dynamic work out. Alas, that's just how it be. Oh yeah, I've also been thinking about buying some an Astra Militarum Codex as a gift for someone. Calgar actually pairs better with Blade Guard? Really? I need to double check this. What? Does he now? I think old Calgar, the one with 2 Victrix Guard that they nuked it out of Oblivion, was better with more Victrix Guard simply because it's Victrix Guard. But let me check. Let's see. They nuked the other Calgar, so I can't ever view that again. But Marnius Calgar, what are his buffs? It's better to shoot. Better to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it advanced or fell back. Huh. Really, better with Blade Guard than Victrix Guard. I guess that's because the Victrix Guard got nerfed. I remember when Victrix Guard were pre-nerfed and everyone brought like 3 units of 6 Victrix Guard as their army and and said, "Yeah, this is my army." Let's see. But. Huh, interesting. Blade Guard vets are better with Cow Guard than... I can see it. I can see why. That's a lot of Blade Guard vets and... real hit rolls of 1 versus... Interesting. It's probably also because they're cheaper. They're cheaper. 170 points for Blade Guard vets versus 220 points for Victrix Honor Guard. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry. I'm just shocked. Ay. Let's see. But that's something new. You learn something new every day. I just realized I created an army that's just like 20 assault intercessors and 3 lieutenants with Rabute Gilliman. I don't know why I created this army. I guess I was bored. Oh well. But that aside, yeah, chapter masters are better than Primarchs in quite a few ways. Mostly because you can be more flexible with chapter masters than you can with Primarchs, even though Primarchs give better auras and better buffs. Curiously though, if played them right, they're a one-man army. Played them wrong, they're not a one-man army. But that's basically every unit nowadays. Oh, I think they made a promise to reduce the amount of rerolls in 11th edition. Which, well, I mean, I know they made it at the end of 9th and was like, 10th edition will have less rerolls, guys. You can trust us. And then they proceeded to just... Well, at the end of 10th, it's the exact same, where everything has a bunch of rerolls and nothing matters. Some armies get huge amounts of access to rerolls, which is very frustrating, especially when you have armies that don't get a huge amount of rerolls, such as Custodes. Yay! I think it's totally fair that the Sanguinary Guard get a bunch of rerolls against their Oath of Moment target, but the Custodes have no such thing. I also learned... Oh yeah, I also learned that I've been playing Sustained Hits wrong. So terribly wrong. I thought Sustained Hits was every time you roll a 6, you have an extra attack. No, that is so incredibly wrong. It's every time you roll a 6, you have an extra hit. I did not realize that. I don't know where I got that mistake from, but I know I made it at some point early in my Warhammer time. And that's how I discovered that, whoopsie daisies, that was incredibly wrong. Oh well, that's just how it be. Yay. I'm excited. I'm very excited for 11th edition. I hope we get Perturabo. I know a friend or two that would be very excited to get their demon engines and Perturabo. I also have another friend that's like really, really anti-chaos. He made a promise with another friend of mine that's like no chaos, ever. And I'm just sitting here like, yes, Chaos Knights. Chaos Knights and Custodes, the two armies I play. That and Alpha Legion. Please, GW, return Omegon. Please, return Omegon and my life is yours. Not Alfarius. Alfarius is dead and in the dumpster. But it'd be funny if you returned Omegon. Yeah. Let's see, what else? What else is there that was revealed at Adepticon? I can't remember. I think we got everything. Objective markers, strategy. Oh, right. You can't stack stratagems. That's going to be so annoying. Actually, it's not going to be so annoying. It was like a minor thing. But you can't stack stratagems anymore. It has to be... You have to be strategic. What stratagem do you want to pop on a boy? What stratagem do you not want to pop on a boy? And then they're changing combat in that for 11th edition, in that you roll the charge roll first, and then you target who you want to charge at, which I like a lot, because there are so many times where it's just like, okay, well, I mean, do I really want to dedicate? I want to be able to roll, see if I even make it first. And then it was all units pile in, all units fight, and then all units consolidate, I think. Firstly, you select your target for a charge after you made your charge roll. Okay. Secondly, in some circumstances, units can units can disembark straight into combat. But they'll be battle shocked. But that's fine. Truck rush. It's just 20 boys. 20 boys in the back of a truck. Dump them out and then just start walking on the enemy. It'd be so fun and funny. Yeah. But yeah. I think 11th edition will be great. I still really like that you can keep your codex. Okay. Now, I could pull up that list of things I wanted for 11th edition. Let me see if I still have it. Let's see. I don't think I have it anymore. Whoopsies. Let me pull back up. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, so out of all the things, I should have made it so that I should have added the fact that I wanted they still haven't actually no, that's what it is. They still haven't added mentioned anything of a better battle shock or morale change system change. So it'll probably stay as the same, which is both sorry, model glitch. Which is both good and bad cuz you get exactly what you want, but simultaneously or like you get exactly you know exactly what you can do, but simultaneously I don't get what I want, which is better battle shock rules. Maybe, but maybe after they learn from 10th, Chaos Knights will have a better battle shock rule, or not a battle shock rule and army rule in general, because battle shock sucks as an army rule. Tyranid players would know my pain. Shadow into Warp is not a good army rule. Alas. Let's see. Oh, but one thing I did get from the the wish list is an Orcs army refresh. So that's cool. Orcs army refresh. Weird boys, war boss, snob. I'm just running out of topics to talk about. I'm realizing this. Huh. I'm really not a good yapper. I come in with a list of things to talk about and then I run out. I'm sorry. Ay, ay, ay. I hope, actually, I hope they improve the codexes. Because, let me make it clear. I want to buy a codex, but it has to be worth the money. And if you're buying the codex for the rules, there's no point. All the rules are online. Wahapedia exists, New Recruit exists. 1 second, I am getting called by someone. What the hell? And we're back. Hello, hello. Sorry, needs to readjust my chair so the camera spazzes out. um, Ay, ay, ay. I just wish that the things on the wish list come true. I still need to create a video on future Blade Guard vets. Not future what? Future Blade Guard vets. Future army lists of dumb, funny army lists that I need to do. And for anyone still watching, I think I will be taking a break starting, yeah, probably starting this week. From streaming, just a 1 or 2 week break. I will let you know when I come back, obviously. Just from streaming, school's been crowded, and I started this as for fun thing, and it has been fun. I love you all, and I love your support. It's just I've been growing weary, growing tired of juggling work and this and school. So yeah, I'll be taking a 1 to 2 week break. I hope you all understand. But with that gloomy news aside, is anyone still watching? It's fine if no one's still watching. I'm just curious. You don't have to say anything. Um yeah, okay. I guess I'll be ending the stream here. I don't see too much more to talk about. I can't wait to see what the detachments are going to be like, seriously. Like, for reals. Oh god, I've been dehydrated all day. Yeah, I need to I need to go. All right. Bye everyone. I hope you all stay safe out there and you have a good rest of your week. I will be starting my break. Well, I guess starting today. And I'll be back in probably 2 weeks, a 2 week break. But if I come back earlier, I'll let you all know. Thank you, everyone, and stay safe out there.